Hi, this is Sue Jackson of the Book by Book blog, and I'm here today with a tag video. This is the eReader book tag created by Micah Cummins. When I first heard about this, I thought it wasn't very relevant for me, but I watched a couple of the videos and enjoyed them, so I thought I'd join the fun. I saw this tag on Gina Stanier Books, which is a wonderful channel that I enjoy, and also on Melinda at A Web of Stories. And I wanted to just take a moment to mention Melinda's channel because she's new to booktube, but not new to me. She and I have both been blogging about books for many, many years, 17 years for me. I don't know how long for her, but I know that I have followed her book blog for a long, long time. And so even though she's on the other side of the country, she and I have kind of gotten to know each other by following each other's blogs for so many years. And now she's started a booktube channel. She's doing some great videos that I'm really enjoying. So be sure to check out Melinda at A Web of Stories channel. And I will link to that down below. So here are the prompts for the eReader book tag. Number 1. What was the first e-reader you ever owned? What was your reason for getting one? And were you a reluctant convert or an eager one? So this is why I wasn't sure this was relevant to me. This is still my first and only e-reader. It's a very old style Kindle, no touch screen. You turn the pages with the little buttons on the side. It's kind of clunky to use because it doesn't have the touch screen, but I do use it sometimes. So I meant to look up when I first got this. I know I've heard other people say around 2010. I'm guessing that might be about right for me, but I really don't remember. As best I recall, my husband gave this to me as a gift for Christmas one year. It was new and we both thought, it'd be interesting. I got him, I'm trying to think if he's got an old style Kindle or if the first one I got him was a Kindle Fire. The Kindle Fire is what he has now. So, reluctant or eager, I had no real reason to replace physical books. It seemed like kind of a cool thing and everybody was doing it. So I would say I wasn't reluctant or eager. I was curious. All right. Question 2, what e-reader do you use now? What e-readers do you own? This is still the only one. I have been talking to my husband about maybe getting me a tablet for Christmas. So I would love some input. Trying to decide between a Kindle Fire and an iPad. Of course, the Kindle Fire is way cheaper. Instead of just getting a new e-reader, I don't have a tablet, and I thought that might be kind of handy sometimes. I use my laptop all the time. I only recently, 2 years ago, got a smartphone, an iPhone. So I am a Mac user, so that makes the iPad very attractive to me, but of course they're crazy expensive. And I do use my laptop for almost everything. So I'm not sure how much I'll use a tablet other than as an e-reader. So let me know in the comments down below, do you have a tablet? Do you like the iPad? Do you like a Kindle Fire? I would love to get some input because I really don't know which to pick. Okay, question 3. Do you read digitally on multiple devices or always on the same device? Well, clearly always on the same device since it's the only one I have. All right, question 4. Do you still read physical books? If so, how do you decide which format to read a certain book in? So I would say about 95% of what I read is physical books. I don't read very often in ebook format. The times when I do, if my book group has selected a book and I can't get it at the library for one reason or another, like if there's a long wait list, then I might check to see if the ebook is available and how much it costs. That's the other thing. I don't actually buy books for myself very often. I know that's like sacrilege on booktube, but it's a lot of money. I rely on the library. My husband and I, and the rest of our family too, we all give each other books for holidays and Christmas and birthdays. So I get plenty of new books that way. I will sometimes, if there's a book I've been hearing about and dying to read, or one that was really hot a couple of years ago and I never got to it, and it shows up on BookBub. I get the emails from BookBub, and it's inexpensive, then I might go ahead and purchase that. But generally, it's if I need a book for book group, and again, this is kind of rare too, if I'm reviewing a book. I review a lot of audiobooks. I don't review much in print anymore. And most of the publishers now do use ebooks. So if there's a book I want to review that I'm getting as an advanced reader copy, that will go to my Kindle as well. Question 5, what is something you dislike about ebooks? I just prefer the feel of a real book. I like holding a book in my hands. I like turning the pages. I like being able to see where I am on the page and in the chapter and in the book itself, seeing how much I have left visually. One problem with ebooks, which may just be because I have such an old Kindle, is that you lose some of the formatting. You don't see exactly the way it was meant to be laid out. If there are illustrations, it's so much nicer to see illustrations on a printed page. I got an advanced reader copy of 6 Walks in the Footsteps of Henry David Thoreau by Ben Shattuck this past spring for Booktopia. Since Booktopia usually focuses on new releases, I usually check to see if I can get some of them for review. And I did get that, and I read it on my Kindle, and I enjoyed it very much. But then I also ordered the physical book from the bookseller who hosts Booktopia, Northshire Books, because the author had included his own sketches and drawings. And even though I had seen them on my Kindle, I really wanted the physical book for that. And also he signed it, so that was great too. So I just see a lot of advantages for physical books. So there are just a lot of things I like about reading physical books. I don't have anything against ebooks, I just prefer print books. Question 6, would you ever ditch physical books completely and become a sole ebook reader? Why or why not? Clearly, no. That is not anywhere on my radar right now. Most of what I read is physical books. I like the convenience of an e-reader. It's especially nice for travel where you can bring multiple books without having to lug them around. These days, our travel is entirely by car. Because of my immune issues, I'm not flying right now. So that's not as big an issue for me either. Question 7, where do you get your ebooks? So I haven't tried the library's ebook system yet, but I have used it for audiobooks. So that's potentially in my future. Because I own a Kindle, most of my ebooks do come from Amazon, either from a BookBub sale, or as I was saying, if I need something for a book group. Others come from Edelweiss, the advanced reader copy source for reviewers. It's kind of a weird thing because I don't buy physical books at Amazon if I can help it. I much prefer to support independent bookstores. In a couple of weeks, I'll be going to my local indie with a big list of gift books for Christmas, and they'll order everything for me. But, for ebooks, I do typically, on the rare occasions I read them, they're either advanced reader copies from the publishers, or I've gotten them on Amazon. Number 8 was tag some fellow booktubers, but I don't know who's done this tag yet. So I'm just going to leave it up to you. If this sounds interesting to you and something that's relevant for you, consider yourself tagged. I would love to hear in the comments down below your thoughts on e-readers and ebooks.